Everybody stay muted now. Mute yourself, everyone. So we were doing yesterday moment of inertia. I hope you have learned all the formulae which I have told so far. Have you learned all those formulae? For example, if I ask you quickly, I want to revise. What is the formula for moment of inertia of a ring about diametric axis?
Mass square by 2, sir.
Mass square by 2, mass square by 2, sir.
Mass square by
Square by 2.
2.
Yes, sir.
And what is about perpendicular axis?
Mass square
Z?
Square by mass square, sir. For ring. Mass square. Yes, sir.
MR square.
What is for
MR
this?
MR square
ML square by 12, sir.
MR square by
MR square by 12, sir.
12.
Yes, sir.
And what is for this?
ML
MR square by
Square by 3, sir.
ML square by
ML square by 3.
Yes, sir.
And what is for this?
ML
Square sin square theta by 12, sir. ML square sin square theta by 12.
ML square.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
ML
sir.
square sin square theta by 12. What is for hollow sphere?
2/3
2
ML.
by 3 MR square, sir.
2 by 3 MR
2 by 3 MR
2
square.
by 3
2 by 3
MR
MR
square.
square.
What is for solid?
2 by 5 MR
2/5
5 MR square, sir.
2 by 5
by-
MR square, sir.
5 MR
5
square.
MR square. Right. What is for the rectangle about this?
MD square by
Square by 12, sir.
ML square by 12.
ML square by 12.
ML square by
ML square by
L,
12.
L only, sir.
And what about for the parallelogram about like this
ML square
h height
MH square by
passing through
square by 12.
ML square sin square.
H square by 12, sir.
Square by
H is the height of the parallelogram.
Square by 12, sir.
what is for parallelogram about this? H is the height, M is the mass about one side.
Square by
Mass is
3.
M.
MH square by 3.
Square by
H square
3.
MH
We
square
can
by 3.
we can use which axis theorem? Parallel axis.
Parallel axis.
Axis
I
theorem, yes,
parallel
sir.
is ICM plus M into D square. D is this distance which is H by 2. From center of mass, it will be at a distance H by 2. Right? Then I can say ICM. ICM formula as you already know before you told me MH square by
MH square
12
by 12 plus MH square by 4.
H by 2
ML square
square.
by 2. 4,
That is
sir.
I about parallel axis. That is I about
Square by 3 you get, sir.
We are
Square by 12.
by adding we are getting MH square by 3.
So we said this one directly by rod. Yes.
Now for a solid sphere about the tangent. Solid sphere
By
about the
MD
tangent.
square by 2.
7 by 5 MR square, sir. 7 by 5 MR square.
2 by 5 MR square.
Square plus MR square. 7 by 5 MR square.
7 by
7 by
5
5
MR
MR
right.
square.
Yes, sir.
What about a now I am going difficult. I will start making it difficult now for you. This is a hemisphere, solid hemisphere again, solid hemisphere, and we want to find moment of inertia about an axis which passes through the center,
MR square by
but makes an angle theta with this diameter line. Makes an angle theta with this side. This mass is m, radius is r. Solid hemisphere.
You're asking to say directly or by doing anything? But what, sir?
You answer it correct. I don't know what you want to do,
4 by 5
but you
MR
answer
square,
it
sir.
correct. What 2 by?
4 by 5 MR square.
It is 2 by 5 MR square. Why is it so? I told you yesterday that if I have two axes, about x and about y, it is same. Then for any other axis lying in the same plane, it will be same moment of
Same,
inertia. And
Yes, sir.
if there are two axes passing through center of mass, listen again once again. If there are two axes passing through the center of mass is also important here. If there are two axes passing through the center of mass, and about both of those two axes, the moment of inertia comes out to be same, then about any other axis lying in the same plane, it will be same only. So how do I know that about x-axis it is 2 by 5 MR square? For that I told you yesterday one rule, that if I divide mass into half and moment of inertia also gets divided into half, then the
Matrix.
formula remains same. So formula remains same for this. Ix will be 2 by 5 MR square. We can say that. Same way about this axis also I want to find out, let us say. And again, what is the contribution about y axis also for this and for the other one. Same contribution, equal contribution for both.
Yes, sir. Same, sir.
Yes, sir.
Same, sir.
Therefore, when mass gets divided into half, moment of inertia also gets divided into in the same ratio. Then radius of gyration will remain same. And if that radius of gyration remains same, then I about y axis will be having same formula, this 2 by 5 mr square. Similarly, I about x will also be having same formula as this. And once I know
And
these
Z
two are
also
same,
same, sir.
then about any other, not z.
Yeah, axis.
These are lying in the same plane. These are lying in xy plane. It is not z. Listen carefully again. If there are two perpendicular axes about which moment of inertia is same, then moment of inertia and also passing through center of mass. If there are two perpendicular axes passing through center of mass about which moment of inertia is same, then any other axis passing through the center of mass lying in the same plane. Lying in the same plane also, moment of inertia will be same. That is the
With
logic.
an angle theta.
Okay,
Means
sir.
what you have to keep in mind? Perpendicular,
Same planes and
center of mass,
Same plane. Huh?
y-axis,
plane.
x-axis, same moment of inertia. Then any other axis in the same plane. It is also in xy plane and also passing through center of mass. Then this will be I only. This you keep in mind. Whatever the shape doesn't matter. Sorry, no, that also matters actually. Sorry, again I am saying wrong. Whatever the shape, not like that, but there should be some symmetry about y and x-axis should be axis of symmetry. Now, after this symmetry condition is maintained, then you can take any shape, but symmetry should be there. Some kind of symmetry about x and some kind of symmetry about y. That symmetry should be there. If that symmetry, and this is a perfectly symmetric shape, obviously sphere is a perfectly symmetric shape. So for these cases, the moment of inertia about any other axis will be same as long as it is passing through the center of mass. So it will be same moment of inertia. What is the formula for a quarter of a solid hemisphere? Is it quarter? Yes, 1/4. Yes, it is 1/4. What is moment of inertia of 1/4 about y-axis? What is moment of inertia of 1/4 about y-axis? And mass is m and radius is r. And similarly, what is moment of inertia about 1/4 of for 1/4 about z-axis? This you have to find out for 1/4. It is not center of mass, by the way. Sorry, I was saying something wrong here. Notice here, this thing is not center of mass. This is just geometric center of the whole. For the whole, it was center of mass, but for this, it is not center of mass. So I think I cannot apply that kind of logic here. Wait a second, let me check once again.
It's not symmetrical.
It is not center of mass, but although what I said that it has same moment of inertia, that is correct, but I have to prove it in a different way. Not because it is passing through center of mass, not that reason. That reason is not valid here. And moreover, if I take a hemisphere, and if I try to make this about center of mass, then this axis I about y and I about x will not be equal. These will be different now. So I have to, but what I said before that for a solid hemisphere, although this thing was still valid, that moment of inertia about y and about x it is same, and about any other axis passing through this point also it is same. But how to prove it? That proof will be slightly different now. I cannot directly say as I was saying before. Now I will try to prove it here. This is, let us say, I am taking view in such a way. First of all, now I will prefer to prove it not for the solid hemisphere, but I will prefer to prove it for a disk. It will be easier to make the diagram, just for the easiness of the diagram. Let us say I have a disk here. Mute yourself. Let us say I have a disk here. And in this disk, I already know these are all in the plane of the x and y in the plane of the disk. Semicircular disk in xy plane. Semicircular disk in xy plane. Semicircular disk is in xy plane. This angle is theta. Now, we already know that if I take moment of inertia about this axis and this dotted axis, then moment of inertia about this and about this, I think you know already that it will be same formula as the for full disk formula. Reason is radius of gyration remains same. And because we know that, let us call this axis as y dash and let us call this axis as x dash. I about x dash, we already know, was equal to diametric axis formula was mr square by 4. Similarly, it is also I y dash. This we were aware already. Why? As I took same logic I apply here. that when moment of inertia ratio and mass ratio remain same, then radius of gyration does not change. So its radius of gyration will be r square by 4 only. It will be same radius of gyration. So this is okay. This is correct up till now. Now I want to prove that about this, it is just geometric center, not the center of mass. It is just geometric center. But I want to prove that about y-axis also it will be same. How to prove it? See, this part here. Notice this part here. This shaded part. I can bring it to this side. Can I bring it to this side or not? Yes. Because by bringing it to this side here, what I will do? I will reflect it first of all. I will reflect it. Where I will reflect it? I will reflect it down. I will reflect it down, and then I will rotate it. Reflection and rotation. And I told you by reflection about perpendicular axis. This is y-axis about which I want to find moment of inertia. X-axis is the perpendicular to that. So I can take reflection about that. And after that I can rotate. By reflection and by rotation, the distances of all the particles are remaining same from the axis. So moment of inertia does not change. Does the moment of inertia change? It is not changed. And we are able to convert it into, again this kind of situation as it was semi-disc.
So diametric axis of this.
Yes. Now it is exactly symmetrically placed with respect to this, means not symmetric, I should say that now it is lying on just on one side only. And if it is just lying on one side, then I already told you that this same logic, yes, mr square by 4. Mr square by 4. So this way we can prove. But let us say I want to prove for x-axis also now. I want to prove, can you apply similar logic for x-axis? Somehow try to do for x-axis in the same way.
Yes, sir.
What should I do? Let us think now. I think I can take some kind of width. Let me do it again. Make new diagram. This is our disk, and now I want to prove for x-axis. Then I can take, I think, this part, and this part I will reflect about this axis, and then again rotation about x-axis, and then I will be ending up getting here. This can come here.
On
Once it comes here, then about x-axis, again same logic I can say that about x-axis also now moment of inertia will again be mr square
by 4.
Okay, same kind of logic you can apply for what? For the hemisphere also. Therefore, for hemisphere, moment of inertia about geometric center, if it is, there are two axes about geometric center, ix and iy. These are not only these two are equal, but any other axis which is passing through the O point will carry same moment of inertia to, it is not center, it is just geometric center, but not the center mass. Center mass is here. 2 by 5 mr square, that will be what it will be? 2 by 5 mr square. Let me ask you a slightly difficult question now. Slightly difficult, not that much. Find out moment of inertia about the tangential axis, but not for the full disk, for semicircular disk. Semicircular disk. About which
we apply parallel axis.
Parallel axis.
5 mr square.
2 by 5 mr square plus mr.
completely wrong.
Mr square by 4 plus mr square, sir. 5 mr
Mr
square by
square by
4.
4 plus mr square.
Sir, 5
Formula.
Mr square by
Let me say something. I parallel is equal to I naught plus m into d square, right? That is
Yes,
what you are
sir.
doing or not?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I center of, yes, sir. Yes, sir. For discrete,
And
there is
center
not
mass
a
is?
now. It is at r by.
This is ICM. These both are I parallel here. This one is also I parallel. Let us call it I parallel dash, and that is I parallel. So these both are I parallel. I want to determine this one.
Yes,
But the other one is also parallel. So what should we do in such cases? In such cases,
We should
such
do
cases-
first ICMs.
D1. No, that is also not lengthy. You are telling lengthy method. I will tell you simple way. No need to find ICM. Don't find ICM. Just write two equations in terms of ICM. Write two equations in terms of ICM, and then we will do it. Let us say one I parallel, which was above. I parallel is equal to ICM plus m into D1 square, and the other
Yes, sir.
I parallel dash is equal to
ICM
ICM
plus md
plus
to
m
square.
into D2 square. I am not finding ICM
Then
because I don't need. I will just subtract.
Equate ICM, sir.
I will subtract. I will say I parallel
Yes.
minus no, I parallel minus I parallel dash is equal to m into d1 square
D1
minus d2 square.
minus
This also I will not find square. It will be difficult, unnecessary big calculation. D1 plus D2 plus D2 I already know R, so it is just
R
m into
minus
R
Yes,
into
sir.
distance.
R, sir.
R into D1
That
minus
is
D2.
I parallel minus I parallel dash.
I parallel dash.
Now I parallel dash we know already proved before
M R
this
square by
to you
R
that
square
it
by
was
4, sir.
m
M R
r
square by 4,
square
sir.
by
MR square by
4. For disk it was m r square by 4.
Yes,
So
sir.
we get I think now minus m r square by 4 I parallel minus this is equal to
MR into D1 minus.
m into r into d1 minus d2. Let us find properly. Don't
4
commit
by
mistake
pi
here.
minus R. 2R by pi.
This distance was equal
1
to
by pi, sir.
2R by pi.
That is R minus 2R by pi. Up 1.
4r by 3 I think.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, for disk 4R by 3. 2R by
You are
3.
not
Minus 4R by
this. Now we can take the difference. What is the difference coming out to be? Let us see again, once again, d1 minus d2. Where was it? d1 minus d2. So
R minus 2 into 4R by 3 pi.
minus this.
R minus 8R by 3.
3 pi. Yes, sir.
Yes. R minus
Minus
8
8R by
R by 3 pi,
3.
which is equal to m r square
R square by 4 minus
1 minus. So we are getting 5 by 4 minus
5 by 4 minus M R square minus 8 by 3 pi. Yes, sir.
very simple now, right or not?
Sir, very simple. Yes, sir.
But it can become very complicated if you start doing this thing. But if you start finding ICM unnecessarily, wastage of time. After that, if you start squaring it up, you try to do that way also, it will become very much complicated. So in this case, I suggest you to learn this way to do. Means even if you know the concept and you want to apply it by a lengthy method, then you will not be able to get it in the examination. So not only the concept you should know here you should know the method also. This method only follow. Don't follow any other method, okay? That only is
Okay,
recommended
sir.
for you.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yes, ask it.
Sir, I parallel dash and I parallel are also parallel to each other, no, sir. Then for those two,
What?
apply parallel.
No, wait. Slowly. I'm not hearing anything. And please, everybody has muted. Only one person will say. Yes.
Sir, I parallel dash and I parallel are both parallel only, sir, to each other.
Yes, I parallel and I parallel dash are both parallel only, right?
Then for those both only we can apply parallel axis theorem.
How can we apply when the formula of parallel axis theorem says that I parallel I about parallel axis is equal to I same plus MD square? It never said that I parallel about one axis is equal to I parallel about another axis plus MD square. You are making a new theorem, and that is wrong. The theorem which we derived because there, remember what happened in that. If you go back to the theorem, you remember we got some term mi into RIC, and we were able to put it 0.
Yes, center of mass only 0.
And because that we could do because we were looking from the center mass frame, from the by taking center mass as origin, then we are able to do that. But if we start taking some other point as origin, how will we be able to do that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
We will get
Right.
extra functions.
Now,
Okay, sir.
one more. Then we will now do one more question here in same type. But I will give a different tangent this time. Maybe tangent is there, but it is some oblique, this tangent here. And that is, it is making an angle something, what should I give? Here it is making the angle 30 degree, let us say. Now you find it out about this axis. Again, it is a consider it as a whatever you can consider, although, but I'm considering again disk.
Disk.
Or maybe this time we can consider, you will remember the formula also. If I all other formula also you should know. So let us consider this time this as solid hemisphere, so that you remember the formula for center mass of solid hemisphere also. Let us consider solid hemisphere this thing. Find moment of inertia about this. And please mute yourself, I am hearing some background noises. Remember or not, 3r by 8 it will be
Yes, sir. Remember, sir.
perpendicular distance here, d.
Sir, 3r by 8.
But remember here, perpendicular distance is going in the other direction now. See,
Yes,
it is
sir.
slight. Therefore, it is slightly more complicated.
For tangent.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I1 and I2, see, these are the formula. I think up to this you have done. And you know how to find D1 here? If you are able to find D1, then you get the answer quickly. And if you are able to find D2 somehow. So main idea is how to find a D2 and how to find a D1. If you are able to do that, then you are getting answer already and no difficulty.
D1 what?
3 root 3 by r by 16.
This from here to here distance up to the tangent from the center. What will be the distance total from the center to the tangent?
Sir.
R, sir.
R, sir.
R.
That will
Because
be R
it is
only.
radius.
That will be R only. That will be R only. So this perpendicular, which I'm dropping, this blue perpendicular, it will not be on the tangent. This is slightly wrong diagram, but this R will be falling on the tangent, right? This will be falling on the tangent here. But from the center mass, when we draw the tangent, it will be a line parallel to this R, which I have drawn here, but not exactly R. Means D1 plus D2 in this case, we can again write equal to R only. And D1 is very easy to determine again. How it is easy to determine? Because I know this 3R by 8.
Sir.
D1 is equal to 3 root
D1
3 R by
minus
6.
D2.
And we know this angle. So we can find this angle. And then we can find this angle also. See, you got it or not? Because this angle is 30 degree. What is this angle then? This one, 60 degree. What is this
60
one
degree,
then?
sir.
Sir, again.
Then this one 30 degree then.
30.
8 cos 30, sir.
Then this angle, this we know 3R by 8. 3R by 8 cos 30. Right. So D1 is 3R by 8 cos 30 degree. You agree with this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then you now proceed in the same way as before. I1 we know because it is passing through point O. What is I1? I1 formula is same as for the total sphere about the O point. That is 2 by 5 mr square. That we know. I1 we know. Now we wanted to find how to find go in the same way as we did last time. I2 and I1 both are equal to ICM plus something, ICM plus something, m into D2 square, m into D1 square.
Assume can
I2 minus I1 is equal to m into same thing D2 minus D1
D2
into
minus
D2
D1.
plus
D2
D1,
plus D2.
which is again
R,
D2 plus
sir.
D1 was R,
R, sir.
and D2 minus D1 is R minus 2 times D1, I think, right? R minus 2 times D1.
Sir, 7 by
R
5
minus
mr.
Because D2 was R minus D1. So D2 minus D1 will become R minus D1
R
minus
minus
D1.
D1
That is
minus
R
D1.
minus 2 into D1. So this formula again, same way, I2 minus I1 is coming out to be this. So I2 is coming out to be I1 plus MR into R minus 2 into D1 means 3R by 4 cos 30 degree. Then I1 is already known to us. 2 by 5 into MR square plus MR square taken here into 1 minus 3 by 4 into root 3 by 2. That is I2. So what is it at last? I think you can do it easily now. 2 by 5 plus 1. That is 7 by 5. 7 by 5 is coming. And minus 3 root 3 by 8 is coming into MR square.
Yes, sir.
That only?
Sir, got, sir.
Right.
R, sir.
So one other question I have seen somewhere in books, and that also creates confusion to some students, although based on the same idea. But then also there's a confusion, and I will tell you why. In fact, I will ask you, I think, and you will be able to. I think you can also commit some mistake. Let me check whether you will do that right or not. Square plate was there, and question was something like this: one axis was there here in this place, and we have to find about this axis, and this angle was given something maybe 15 degrees. I remember. Find out about this axis for the square plate of side length A, and axis is in the same plane. I should mention it. Axis lies in the same plane. Find out moment of inertia about this axis. Answer it. Mass is m and side length is a. Because I have to make some diagram and it will take for me time. So I will draw that. And by that time, you keep on doing this question only. Okay, don't worry about that diagram. Let me draw that. But you note it down because I will change the screen now. You will not be able to see this question. So at least note down the diagram. Note down the diagram.
Noted.
Okay. Okay, then fine.
Seven MS square by 12.
7 ms square by 12.
Okay, those who have done it already, can you see this question? It is a regular hexagon. For this regular hexagon, you can find out the moment of inertia about. I will ask you to find out about 2 axes, but I think this is tough for you because I have not discussed how to find for the triangle. So maybe I will then first tell for the triangle. Sorry. So do one thing. Let us try to find out for the triangle first. This we will do afterwards. Before that, I have another question which I should take. That is moment of inertia of a triangle. So triangle also has multiple cases possible, but I will prefer to take simple case of a right angled triangle I will take, and after that I will from there I will derive other cases from right angled triangle only. Let me take a right angled triangle here. This is axis, and the triangle goes like this.
What is the answer correct, sir?
That I don't know. I have to check it myself after doing it. Then I can see. Okay. For the time you could attempt it, and if there will be some mistake, I will let you know. How to do this one? I'm giving you some idea how to do. There are 2 ways to do. I can choose elements which are rod elements like this,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Parallel to
or
that.
I can take, or I can take
Small
perpendicular. I can take red colored rod elements also. This way also I can take. Which one you will prefer,
Yes,
red
sir.
color or black color?
Black color, sir.
Black, sir.
Black.
Black is easier. Black is comparatively
Yes, sir.
easier. Yes, you made a right choice. Black is easier.
Because it is parallel to the axis.
Right. Then it is much easier. So do by black color elements. And by that time, let me see the answer for this. And what you want dimensions of this. Dimensions I'm giving you. H is the height of it. M is the mass of it. And if you need base, let the base be given. Although I don't think it will depend on base. But let the base be B. It does not depend on base although, because I can anytime stretch it along parallel to axis and base can change. But the moment of inertia remains. Moment of inertia remains same. Therefore, we know it should not depend on base. But okay, first find it out and then we will see. Here, there are some chances of committing mistake. Let me see you commit it or not. Center of mass. Where is the center of mass? Center of mass will be I will just ask you D. If you are able to find D properly, then you will get answer.
A by
Those who get D as R, what is this length? This length will be R by root 2.
2 root 2, sir.
A by
R by root 2 sine 60. This is 60-degree angle total. Sine 60. Did you get this only? I think you were getting R by root 2. You are not getting R by root 2 sine 60, right?
But cos 60,
Did you get this D or not?
Sin 60 only we are getting.
And
Those who-
only we get.
No, now you are getting, or before that also you got that only?
Before not get.
For that also.
That's why I asked this question. There's a common mistake. You know what students will think? They will think this itself appears like perpendicular. If it appears like perpendicular, does not mean it is perpendicular. Some students will directly take R by root 2 as the distance. I think you may have also done that only.
and
It is not-
mistakes. Cos 60 I took.
Okay, that was your mistake. But remember, don't commit this mistake. It is not a perpendicular here. Perpendicular is in some other direction. That will be in this
Yes,
direction.
sir. That I understood. Yes, sir.
So right. Then our answer will be what about ICM? ICM formula, no, I don't know how many you committed mistake in ICM that you should be knowing. Everybody should be knowing ICM. ICM
Yes,
is
sir.
equal to M into, because especially for the square, and it is in the same plane only. So any plane at any plane passing to the center, it will be same moment of inertia for the square bit. I proved yesterday. So it will be just M into A square by
6, sir. 60, sir.
12, not
Oh, no, sir. It's perpendicular it is.
M A square by 12.
So, yes.
Although yesterday I did not prove it, I will prove it. I have in back of my mind, but I told you yesterday that I just told you one formula, and from that I told that this will always be true, but I can prove it anyway. That thing I have in my mind, but okay, let us wait for some time. ICM is equal to MA square by 12. And now, why did I write it as R? I don't understand. It is A side length, no? It is A. It will be A. Then we write now I parallel. I parallel just becomes equal to MA square by 12 plus M into D square, which is A square into 3 by 2 root 2 square, that is 8. So it will become 24, we can take LCM, and it will become MA square into 2 plus 9, I think, divided by 24. 11 by
24.
this must be the answer. Anybody who got this only?
Sir.
See, no one is getting this. Then how will you do it in the examination also? Such questions will be asked in the examination. You will not be able to do it, seems.
Sir, want to move page up, sir.
Yes. What is not understood, asked.
Understood, sir. I am noting, sir. Okay, sir. Complete.
Completed.
Sir, complete.
Next. This one now. Okay. Wait a second. Here, I will not leave it here. I really want to analyze everything in more detail. Then only there is advantage. Let us think something more into it. Now, can I derive the formula for triangle without having to find the formula for triangle? Is it possible to do that? Yes, there are multiple ways to do that. You can find the formula for this without having to really prove it by integration, without integration. How? You already know that much. You already know that much that you can do it. But I just want to see whether you understand that thing or not. One, I'm taking once this axis here, and then I'm taking rectangle. And for rectangle, about the end, everybody remembers. I hope so. And rectangle is of height h. Rectangle is of height h, and rectangle is of width b. And this is the line dividing the. This is the diagonal line of the rectangle. I think you know already that what will be for moment of inertia for the whole rectangle. Do we know for the whole rectangle or not?
Yes, sir. No,
Right.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. MH square
And
by.
this has mass m, then
square by
our
3.
rectangle will be of mass 2m, because I am making this rectangle. This is of 2m mass, right? Because we want to find for this. I want to find for this. This mass was given m, so this will become 2m. Means it is just a solution. It is a trick of solution. Now
Yes, sir.
here solution starts. Main aim is to find this thing here, right? So what is the formula for this? 2m mass into h square, because it is about the end point, by 3. That is the moment of inertia in this case, right? But this has two parts.
Yes,
Let
yes.
us call I1 for this and I2 for this. And I don't know what is I1, but I know already what is I2. Why I know what is I2? I can make you, if you don't remember it, I will tell you how can you do it. Do one thing, just try to compress this about x-axis. If I do that, then I will be getting just a conic, this rod with a pointed edge one side.
Rod.
Non-uniform rod.
Yes, sir.
Non-uniform rod of which kind of non-uniform rod? That kind of non-uniform rod in which the linear density
Sir,
varies
very linearly.
linearly.
Linear.
And that case is equivalent to the case of a sector also.
Yes, sir. Sector also, sir.
Means I can now rotate this and I can stretch it in such a way I can convert it into sector. And for sector we already know it is now
By 2.
mr square by about perpendicular axis. Sector about perpendicular now. I have to rotate it in perpendicular way. So mr square by 2 I think. Yes, mr square by 2. Mr square by 2. So this r was actually h here. This r was actually h. So what I am getting for I2? I2 is equal to mh square by 2. Then what is the value of I1? Then obviously I minus I2 will be the remaining moment of inertia only for I1. So we are getting I1 is equal to mh square into 2 by 3 minus
H square by 6,
square
sir.
by 2, and that is just equal to mh square by 6. This is the value of I1.
Yes, sir. By that method also we got the same thing. ML square by 6.
mh square by 6. But I will not leave it here. I will go and find it out by another way. You remember this square here? Do you remember the square or not? In this square, what is the moment of inertia formula? What is the moment of inertia formula for this square? I will try to see that whether why it comes out to be like a square. Has it something to do with the square, or is it just coincidence? Let me check once. I'm expecting some reason why it is coming out to be same as that of a square. Let us try to find out if it is there is some reason or not. So this is a square plate. But one thing, please, that is very, very important. Tricks are okay. We can do this way sometimes in the examination. It will be fast also if we remember the tricks, but sometimes you may not remember the tricks. So after we do all this stuff, after that I will again go to the basic method and I will prove by that way also. What? That method is very, very essential. This one, dm into r square integral, that I will never forget. That is very important. And I will, from that also I will prove, because this will help you in the examination. Trick you may forget, but this you will never forget. So I will go by this method also. So both the methods are always important. Tricky methods are important to save time, and the methods which are directly based on the basics and concepts, and we can never forget those methods. Those also we should practice more. Okay. Anyway, come to this square. In this square plate, this is a triangle, and if I take a axis like this, then I know this square is composed of 4 such triangles. One triangle here, one triangle here, one triangle here, and one triangle here. The other side, which color I should take? This one. All these are of equal contribution or not? Tell me. Equal contribution, I think you can tell easily.
Yes, sir.
If they have equal
Symmetrical,
contribution,
sir.
if they have equal contribution, then I know one thing, that if this has side length A, then each triangle will have moment of inertia 1/4. I know if and mass also gets divided into 1/4. Mass divides into 1/4, and the this moment of
Contribution
inertia
also
divides
I
into 1/4.
by 4 only, sir.
Then the formula does not change. The radius of gyration does not change. So what is the formula for it? Normally formula for this was ma square by 12. So this formula will remain for this formula will remain for which triangle? For this triangle. M into a square by 12. But we were getting ms square by 6. What is going on? But it's same. It is h actually here. And h is what? H is a by root 2. H is a by root 2. So we can convert it into form of m into h root 2. H root 2 square by 12. And what is that again?
H square by 6.
mh square by 6. Yes, sir.
See how wonderfully, how simply we are able to get it again. Mh square by 6. Again, it is same. right? And I think this is even better than the last also. That was also very simple, but this is even better than that, and we can get it so fast. And once you
Yes,
have
sir.
obtained for this, but somebody may think now this, sir, but it is valid only when this this side length and this side length is same. It is valid only for one kind of triangle which is having equal base and equal height. But I told you before that stretch rule.
Stretch,
And
yes, sir. It does
by
not
stretch
depend on
rule,
that.
by stretch rule, I can change the base length, and then also the formula will remain mh square by 6, so that we can remember. We will start with the square. We will start with the square, and finally we can keep on stretching it, and then we can get any triangle from that, and we know answer will come out to be same. But while applying the stretch rule, we should keep in mind that the density of the matter should not change. So every side length should be stretched by the same amount. And yes, we will do that only. If I'm changing it into this base, let us say B2 2B, then we know by ratio we know that these similar triangles are there. So this every height, so what we call this length will, let us say it is L. This will also change into 2L if base is changing into 2B. Means it is changing in the same ratio. As it is changing in the same ratio, so the density remains same. This idea should be there. Otherwise, you will end up getting some wrong result. Okay. So while we are doing the stretching or these things, then we should know the density should remain same. Anyway, density remaining same is sorry. Again, I am using wrong word. I mean uniform density should remain. Means density should not be varying. It should we should get the triangle of uniform density. So yes, we are getting the triangle of uniform density. Otherwise, the stretch rule is still valid, but that will give me formula for some non-uniform density triangle. But if I am stretching in such a way that again I am getting a uniform density triangle, then that will give me the formula for uniform density triangle. And our triangle was of uniform density. So for uniform density triangle, no need to learn. We can directly say it is m into h square by 6 by getting the clue from the formula for the square also. Okay. Anyway, one thing at least you have to remember, if you don't know square also, then how to do, then again, then we have to go to basics only. But triangle is also not much difficult. How can you find for the triangle? For the triangle, we can find by taking this elements. Let us do by elements now. By elements method, I will do this way. And in fact, not for this triangle then. Why don't we do for a triangle which is not just some special triangle like right angle triangle? I can take any other triangle also possible. For example, maybe I will take this triangle here. Triangle, but axis is on the base. That I'm always waiting. Not this also. I will not take that also. I will take very different looking shape, which will make it appear tough, but it will be simple. This. I am hearing a lot of background noise, and it is very much disturbing for me. You may be thinking that nothing should happen, but really, it is very much disturbing. Please don't do that. Because of that, sometimes I'm just focusing on that, and I'm sometimes losing sight of what I wanted to teach after this. Okay, this one. So it could be any triangle, but just base is on with the axis. Triangle with the axis on the base. About this axis, it is rotating. Now, I will take some elements here. This element, let us say. Or maybe I will make the element by highlighter. This is the element. And we know that this is, let us say, total height is, let us say, call it, let us say total height is h. And this is capital H, let us say. And this one is here. Maybe small h. Okay, or maybe I can take, I think I need r also here. From here to here distance is r plus h is constant. So we can say r plus h is equal to constant here at capital H, right? Small r will be equal to capital H, which is given, minus h. This element's length will be proportional to small h. I think you know that as the h becomes larger, the element's length will become larger. And if total base length is given to us as b, then I can simply say that h upon, let us consider this length as L, h upon L is equal to h upon b. So I can then say that L is similar triangles. L is equal to, L will become B times
B by
H divided by H.
capital
Yes, sir.
H.
Capital H.
And I can now say that mass of this element will be proportional to, obviously mass will be proportional to L. I can say it is sigma areal density into length of this. This is like a small rectangle, we can think. Although it has rectangle has little the sides of the rectangle. It is like a trapezium, in fact, I can say. But what is the formula for the trapezium? Of area of the trapezium, if I want to find out.
Half into
Sum
A
of
plus
parallel
height.
sides
Sum of
into
parallel
height.
sides
Into sum of
into the
parallel
distance.
Into height into
So if I take that way, this length and this length is nearly same, because this is very tiny gap between them. So half into sum of parallel sides will be equal to, what is half into sum of parallel sides? Half into L plus L. That will be L only. So I can take it like a rectangle,
sir.
no problem. L into dr, that will be the area, and dr is the width of this, height of this triangle, or width of this triangle. So this is dm. Sigma is the areal density. Sigma I can write as mass upon total half into base into height. That I can write. Now, getting this idea in mind, then dm into r square integral will give us the answer for the total moment of inertia, which I'm going to find now. Sigma into L into r square into the L is not constant. L I cannot take out, unfortunately, here. I have to keep L also inside. So my answer will be, what is it? L square, L into dr, into this is inside only. Right. But I should write L in terms of R or R in terms of L. Otherwise, I cannot go anywhere. I have to write R in terms of L or L in terms of R. How to write L in terms of R?
L in terms of H is there, no, sir?
Yes, L is there in terms of H.
Means in a
So,
R also we can write.
And H
yeah,
H in terms of H minus R.
In
we
terms
can
of
write,
L
sir.
we can find sir.
H minus R by
by,
H.
yes,
Yes,
exactly
sir.
right.
Capital H.
Then we
Yes,
can
sir.
write it as sigma into B into, B is constant, taken out, 1 minus R by H times R square into dr integral. What is that? That is sigma into B into R square dr integral minus sigma into B into by H into R cube into dr integral. That is I. Now you can solve it and you can get the answer from here. What limits 0 to H? 0 to H. Then we can get the answer. What answer do we get? Sigma into B into H cube by 3
H cube by 10, sir.
minus sigma into B into upon H into H raised to power 4 by 4. Right or not?
Yes, sir.
That is equal to sigma into half into base into height was equal to mass. So sigma BH will become 2 into mass. 2 into
H square by 6
mass
only coming, sir.
H square by 3 minus M into H square
2
by
into M. 2.
Not equal to M square by 6.
Are you sure?
No, sir.
Yes, sir. The 2M we will write, sir, numerator. The 2
In numerator,
denominator.
2M.
2 cancel.
2M sir.
2M we write then 2M into,
Sir, rho B by H equal.
yes, right, that only. So what do we get then? We are getting, notice in the beginning I told you that it is what it is. See, the integration does what for us? What is the integration doing for us? It is calculating separately for this part and this part. We are doing that only or not? See, what we got? 2 by M into 2 by 3
Sir,
into M
five,
square
2
minus.
parts.
So see, the integration automatically does the job for us, but we should have I to see it. And we have that I to see, we are able to appreciate it. That how by that also we are getting finally in the same form 2mh square by 3 minus mh square by 2, which is again, as we expected, mh square by 6. So same formula we are ending up getting in different ways. Okay. Hopefully you should also know all these ways. Right. After this, I can go for finding out moment of inertia of one is few cases are already pending here. I have drawn. Can you find for these two cases at least about y-axis and about x-axis? For this was question of IIT. This the lower diagram is question of IIT. They had given, I don't know what they had given exactly, mass of one disk they had given, or was it a sphere? I don't remember. You can see this diagram somewhere and you can find in previous IIT. For the time being, whatever they may have given, I am assuming it to be disk. And I'm assuming each disk is of mass m and radius is r. And we have to find moment of inertia of that about point P, about an axis passing through point P. And that also I don't remember. He asked perpendicular axis or he asked parallel axis, but I'm taking now, I'm taking this axis. Now, if he asks something else, you can find out there only what he asked. But right now, this is center of one, center of one, center of other. And if I join this line here and it is 90 degrees to it. 90 in the same plane, but it is in the same, it is tangent, means it is just tangent only, I should say. Tangential axis. So you find out the moment of inertia about the tangential axis. But remember, the question may be different. So that question in IIT you can try there only, but here you do it. And this is a connected diagram. Obviously, moment of inertia we define for a rigid body, so it is connected. These are all connected to each other. It is like a single body only. Find out for both. This is mass m and side length a. Find for this also. About which axis you have to find for this? Ix, and about iy, and about iz. Automatically we will get by ix plus iy. Similarly for the triangle also we could have done that job. For okay, I think I should not leave the triangle. Triangle is really very important and useful for us, so I should not leave it here. I should analyze it even more deeper. Now wait a second. After that I will come to this. First let us close the triangle case. Finish all the cases of it. So this is another triangle now, and base length as we know b, and one axis about this axis we already know, right? Do we know about this axis or not? We know. But do we know about this axis also? Yes, I think I told you before that about one axis it is just if it is h height. About this axis it is just m into h square by 2, and about this it is m into h square by 6, and you know that, right? Now I am asking another question. Sometimes it is helpful for us to find out moment of inertia about center of mass. Why is it helpful? It is obviously because whenever you want to use parallel axis theorem, let us say somebody asks for the triangle about
So that is m square by 3 now.
It is a triangle. Now only this formula is also written here only. What is happening to you? You are saying
This side, sir. What is sir?
m h square by 3.
This side, sir. The right.
mh square by 6 only. Now only we got. What are you talking about? Okay, what you are saying?
Not that.
Not
This
that,
one.
sir. This one. Yes, sir.
This you boy so quickly you forgot. How are you getting mh square by 3? Who told you to find? Who told you that it is mh square by 3? Tell me once. I told you that apply the stretch rule and compress it into a variable density rod, in which the density varies from 0 to maximum linearly.
Maximum.
And if it varies that way,
Convert
then it is
into
like a
sector.
disk. Then convert into sector, then it is mh square by 2 only. Now also you are, or if you don't remember such ideas, then you please derive it in the examination. Or at least now only you have practice of deriving it properly. Please derive it. Otherwise you will commit such mistakes. Now only you are committing, then what you will do in examination, you will forget everything. So please do it properly. Okay.
Okay.
What is ICM now? It is divided into what ratio? 2:1 ratio. So from here, at what distance it will be? H by 3 distance away. Then can we find ICM here? Yes, ICM we can find. ICM, the moment of inertia about ICM will be least of all the moment of inertia among other parallel axes. Reason is because moment of inertia of ICM will always be equal to I about the parallel axis minus m into d square. So it will be subtracted. Some positive quantity will be subtracted from it. So it will be least. Let us call this as I parallel, and I want to find in this terms because it is mh square by 2 minus m into h square by 9. Then what is ICM coming out to?
2h by
Then
3 we need to write.
18, sir.
What is it coming out to be?
Centroid divides.
Sir, centroid divides 2:1 ratio now, sir. From vertices it is 2 part.
Oh, sorry. I did oppose. Oh my God, stupid thing I'm doing here. Sorry.
So it is 2h by 3, 4h square by 9.
Yes. Now what should I do? If I rub it, then will I be able to rub it?
Last
Okay.
mh square by 18 we will get, sir.
It is 1.
18,
It
sir.
is 2. 2h by 3. Then it will be 4 here, and then we get answer as
mh square by 18.
18. That is ICM, right? You got it again. And now I'm forgetting, in fact, to write all these in boxes, but all these are, you can say, the different formulae. But we cannot remember so many now. Therefore, I'm not writing these in the boxes now. But these we should here we should know the method now. There in the beginning, which I was writing in the boxes, those we should remember also. But in this, we should know the method. We should know the method in this, right? Now, if you know all this stuff so far, then you try to use it for finding out moment of inertia of.
squared by 8, sir.
Can we find for any other thing? In triangle only, let me think of some other case. Then there could be, okay, one more thing here I would like to add. Very important, and that is very interesting and important. Okay, how to tell? If I take the midpoint of one and midpoint of other and midpoint of the third one, midpoint of the sides, and I take each mass to be m by 3, m by 3, m by 3 each, then what is the moment of inertia about the centroid? Sorry, IZ, I forgot. First of all, tell IZ. I will come to that part later on. First of all, you tell me IZ. What is IZ in this? About which point I want to find IZ? Let us, I want to find about point A, B. About A, you find out IZ. Can you find out IZ about A? About A? Perpendicular axis about A. Perpendicular axis about A we have to find. That is IZ, let us say. What is it? That can be obtained by this way. This one. But for this, I need to tell you this length and this length. Let us say it is given to you. It is given as base B1 part one side, B2 part on the other side. Then we can obtain now, because this upper side is again a right angle triangle, and this is like a height of the triangle. If I want to find out about this axis, then will act as a height. So we can find for this. Similarly, in this lower part also, this B2 will act as height. So I can find out about
By adding this.
And then by adding these two, I get the net moment of inertia about this axis, if I call it as y axis. And once I know y and x,
plus IY.
X plus IY,
already, then I can get IZ. So this is how we will get in such cases IZ. I just told you how to get. Now you do yourself only, and as the question will be asked, I think you will be able to do it. No need to worry. We have done really wonderful job so far, and this will help us in, again, we apply stretch rule. Once we convert it into Z axis, then we can apply stretch rule, and I can convert it into a, what is it, prism? It will become prism or what? I think
Prism,
prism only.
triangular prism.
Triangular prism it will become. And if
Triangular
it, then it means now you are able to find out for a triangular prism also so easily by the stretch rule about this axis. But for that, you need to do some work, then only you can get there. But that work you can do, I think, so not a difficult task to do. Anyway. One thing which was asked in IIT few years back, for a solid sphere, we are cutting out a cube, which I will be finding very difficult. So I have to just not cut a cube there. I will just tell you what they have done. They have cut out a cubical portion from it, some cubical cavity they made. Let's say this is a cubical cavity. It has to be cavity. Find out what is the moment of inertia of this solid sphere with a cavity of maximum size. Solid sphere with a cubical cavity of maximum size. So you know what will be the body diagonal of this cube? Body diagonal length.
L3.
Body diagonal length of the cube will become equal to 2r, double the radius. Diameter it will be longer.
So
diameter. Body
both
diagonal
is equal.
but I can write in terms of side length of the cube, that will become
Then you
a
can get
root.
mass.
3 equal to 2r, we can find here.
So cube, cubical cavity of maximum, cubical cavity of maximum size is made in spheres. Cubical cavity of maximum size is made in sphere. Find moment of inertia. Find moment of inertia of the sphere. I have to find it out. This is A, then the radius is 2r. Sorry, radius is r and diameter is 2r. So 2r is equal to, we know it will not be a root 2. It is not a 2-dimensional diagram. No, it is a 3-dimensional diagram. So I hope you understand that. It will be something like this kind of shape. I cannot draw it properly here. I'm trying, but it is difficult to draw. But you understand that this is a root 3.
A root 3.
2r is a root 3. Okay, 2r is a root 3. And then what is the moment of inertia of this? Can you find it out? No, I don't remember whether they gave the total mass as m and from after cutting or after cutting the mass was m. That I don't remember. But I hope you can do for both the cases. If they give after cutting mass m, then also you should be able to do. In such cases, whenever there is a confusion, then you find out everything in terms of density. That is the best method to do. Find everything in terms of density, and at last convert that density into mass. Then you will not commit mistake. Otherwise, there are chances of committing mistakes in such cases. Okay. So here also you do that only. Find in terms of density. So if you find in terms of density, then we don't have to worry about whether the mass of the whole cube it was there or mass of the total sphere was m or mass of remaining portion is m, because otherwise also we are finding in terms of density. So find answer in terms of density. Please do it. Giving some time for you to do. You devote some time on for finding it, and by that time let me frame some other questions. Already, although 2 questions are more pending for you, so even if you get answer for that, you can jump onto these 2 questions.
Sir, answer for that question.
Answers I don't remember. Sorry, just I have to do it here only, and
Okay, sir.
answers I don't remember. Getting answer something or not? You're taking so much time. It is not that much difficult also. Can you hear me? Got it already? Okay. See, those who have not got, they should see 2 by 5 into mr square. Let's call m2r square minus m1 into a square by 6.
6. Yes.
That it is. This is it. And m2 we know I have to write in terms of density rho.
Rho into 4 third pi r
So
cube.
into 4 by 3 pi r cube. And one more r will come. It will become r is over 5. And
Yes,
2 is
R power
here
5.
already. 2 by 5 is already there, right? Minus m1 is rho into a cube. A is for 5.
4 5 by
And
6 is sir.
A is equal to 2r
2
by
by root 3. So
root 3.
this one.
Then we get finally as. Let us do the calculation part now. What is it at last?
Row common we can take, sir.
Rho we can take common.
Yes.
And
R
R,
5 also we can take.
For
then tell
5.
inside.
So 8 by 15 pi minus
8 pi by 15. Yes.
8 by 15 minus 4 by 9 root 3.
16 by 81.
4 by 9
3.
root 3.
Root
Yes,
3.
sir. That means root 3 whole power 5 we get. 1 root 3 will be remain.
Right. So this is answer, right? This is the moment of inertia. So now,
Yes, sir.
now whatever they give, if they have given that rho was the means m was the initial mass, then I can convert in terms of initial mass because I can write it as by 4 by 3 pi r cube. Initial mass without cavity mass. But if they say after cavity mass is this, if after cavity mass is this, then also we can find out now. Then after rho can at last be easily converted into masses. So I always recommend to get answer in terms of rho first. Then you convert at last into masses. Okay. Depending upon the situation.
Sir, one small mistake, sir. 16 by 9 root 3.
16 by
16 by 9 root 3.
81 root 3. Sir.
Okay. It is 16 by what? You said?
81 root 3.
16 by 9 root.
Again, there is confusion. 81 or 9. Check it once again. Let me check myself only. Wait a second. Ace, what do we want to do here? We want to write
9 root 3.
A raised power 5.
Yes,
A
sir.
raised power 5 will be 2 raised power 5 is 32. 32 by 6 into 3 root 3 raised power 4 will be 9 into root 3. This is what we are getting. So we are getting it as 16 by
27 root 3, sorry.
27. 16 by 27. Is it right what I have done here, or I may also have committed some? Is it right only?
That one, sir, right on.
Actually, sir.
Then 27 it will be. Okay.
Sir, that 2r by root 3 whole power 5 will be no, sir.
Yes.
Root 3 whole power 5.
Yes. Root 3 whole power 5 is 9 root 3.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Then.
Right only.
Right on, yes, sir.
Right only, sir.
Yes.
So next we can come to this one. In this, what is the formula for this? What is the formula for that? About the axis shown. This axis is already highlighted axis. About the axis, what is the moment of inertia? Mass of this is given as m.
This sir, what is shape, sir?
Which is shape, sir? That is.
What? Which shape? This is
Square
a
pyramid.
you can see that yes, it is a square pyramid, no? And it is we can say one cutout
Pyramid,
portion of
okay.
that. If 1/4 portion I am cutting from that, then it is this.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Square pyramid is ME square by 6.
Very good. This boy is understanding the things properly. Square pyramid is ma square by 6 because it is same as that of a square. This square was also like that only or not? See, it is cube. Sorry, the cube. For the
Cubes.
cube about the body diagonal, this cube only I am cutting into two parts, and one part I am getting as a square pyramid. And that one part will have same moment of inertia because when moment of inertia gets divided in the same ratio as the masses, then the radius of gyration remains.
Yesterday you told
same.
to
So,
some.
Sir, displace
so
also we can do, sir.
then same way here also, and it is also equal to ma square by.
By 6.
6 sir. Yes sir. Okay.
It is also equal to ma square by 6 only. Right? Good.
Sir.
Very good. So now you do this one. Hexagon and the other one. Do both of these. Other one is also tricky and hexagon is a little bit tricky, not that much. We can do easily.
Sir, hexagon 3ma square by 8, sir.
I have told to find about 2 x's. About x you tell separately, about y separately, and then z you don't need to tell because that you can calculate easily if you know x and y. You just tell x and y only.
Yes, sir, that one is.
What means both are equal?
Yes, sir.
What is ix? Say
3ma square by 8, sir.
3ma square by
8.
8. And what is I about y also same according to you? Then iz will be double of this. And then moment, if you know these two are equal, then moment of inertia about any axis passing through the center and lying in the same plane, that moment of inertia will also come out to be just equal to I only. Same moment of inertia about any axis in the same plane. I told you yesterday that theorem. So by that we can say, okay, correct. Because here x is symmetric axis, y is symmetric axis and passing through center also. These conditions are satisfied. Symmetric axis passing through center mutually perpendicular. Then moment of inertia about any axis lying in the same plane will be same as of these two axes if their moment of inertia is same, which is yet to be verified by other students also. So anybody else who gets the same moment of inertia, although he is right that moment of inertia along x and along y it will be same. 3 by 8, is it right or not? I don't remember. I have to derive it here only. So let me prove it.
Only we can find, sir. It will be easy, sir.
It will be
What?
same, sir.
I
along
said
X
we
and
can
Y.
find, sir.
Same, sir.
Is it same?
Yes, sir.
Okay. No, it is same, fine. But I mean to say, is it formula also 3m by square by 8 or something else formula?
No, 3ma square by 2 I am getting, sir.
See, that's why I'm saying. So yeah, there is different opinion. No, we have to prove it then. All of you see once formula is correct or not. And why are you getting that it is same? That also you have to prove. Don't say that directly that it is same only. About x it is very easy to prove. Very easy. About y also I think very easy only. But about x let me prove first. See what we will do here. We will break it into these triangles.
Six
And
triangles, yes, sir. Two
this
triangles,
triangle and
ma
this
square by
triangle.
2.
Yes, exactly right. One triangle I1, let us call it I1, let us call it I1, let us call it I1, and let us call it I2, let us call it I2. And this analysis we are doing only to find about Ix first. I1 about x, I1 about x, I1 about x, I2 about x, I1 about x, I2 about x. So we know all these I1s are equal. And all these I1 x values are I1 about x is equal to mass is of each portion m by 6 mass, m by 6 mass of each portion into formula for that. If this height is h, then it will be as we know before already m by 6 into h square by 6.
6.
6h square by 6.
And how many such triangles are there? 4 such triangles are there. So it will be first of all I2x also. I2x is m by 6 into h square by 2. Then I am getting 4 into net I value will be 4 into I1x plus 2 into I2x. Is it right or not? 4 into I1x plus 2 into I2x. So what do we get then? 4 into I1x is do the calculation. Mh squared taken common, 6 squared, no, not 6 squared only, right? Then we are getting 36 squared, and then it is 9, I think 1 upon 9, 1 upon 9 plus. Next, we are getting 2 into this, so that is cancelled 1 by 6. Then we are getting 18, 3 plus 2, 5. Is it 5 mh square by 18 or not? Say something.
So we can do it in another method.
No, don't say another method. Is it right or not? You tell me first. Another method may be there. Let us stick to one method at least first. Another method, you are saying we can prove by another method. We can prove by 1,000 methods, not another. Another means just one other method. We can prove by several other methods. No need to worry. And it is also not tough. If it is very tough, then also, okay, we can look for some other method. But it is also simple only, I think. Do you find it tough? After that, I will discuss your method also. Don't worry about it. But it is also very simple, I think so. Anyway, H is what here? H I can write in terms of A. We know that this H is actually equal to A into root 3 by 2. So
So
what
it's
answer do we
H
get?
cos 30.
Then we can write it as 5 into M into A can be, H can, okay, A root, then it will become A square into 3 by 4.
MA square by 72, sir.
So 15 MA square by 72.
By
This is cancel.
72.
No, don't do that. Cancel this terms, means 4 here and then it will be
5 MA square by 20. 24,
5
yes,
ms
sir.
square by 24, right, sir.
5 MA square by 24. This is what I'm getting. But last time answer that you gave me was completely different. 3 MA square by 8. So what is the problem really? Tell me. Am I doing it wrong or you did it wrong?
Sir,
Yes,
I
your
considered it
calculation
to be rods, sir. I forgot to take the sheet, sir. That's it.
Is it right only what I did here? Is it right? Let us see once
sir.
again.
Sir,
Because I don't remember, so I have to see. I have to be sure that it is correct. I think it is correct. 4 into I1x, 2 I1x. 4 only. Yes, 4 only, 2 only, right only. And then this here I commit mistake or not? Let me check once. M h square 1 by 6 into 1 by 6, 1 by 36 into 4, 1 by 9 only. Then next is 2 into 6, 12, and 2 by 12 is, yes, right, everything is right. 1 by 9, then 18, 2 by 18 plus 3 by 18, 5 by 18, correct only. Everything is correct. So it means I am doing it right only. This is right. Okay. Nothing is wrong here. Everything is fine. And this formula we got for I about x-axis. What about I about y-axis? I about y-axis I can find out now by I will prefer another way. I will prefer another way for this I about y-axis. What I will do, I will make this whole triangle first, and from the whole triangle I will subtract the smaller triangle. Then I will get the remaining portion, and that I will multiply by 4. Understood what I'm doing here?
Yes.
I will make the whole triangle here, this triangle, and this triangle, from this triangle I will subtract the green portion. Then I will get the remaining triangle, remaining portion. And for remaining portion, once I know, then I will multiply that by 4, because there are four such symmetric faces it has.
Yes, sir.
So let us do that way. So we can have different ways, obviously. Now, don't think somebody will say, sir, we can do another way also. Obviously, we can do in many ways, not another way. We can have so many ways. But now I'm thinking this, so we can do this way also. You can think of other method also. We can do by that way. Anyway, tell me the answer. What answer we are getting finally?
Shear mass of that portion.
Mass of which portion? Right answer in terms of sigma. Right answer in terms of sigma. At last you can convert sigma again. That will be easier, I think so, for you. Because here you are subtracting. Whenever subtracting is involved, addition, subtraction, etc., is involved, then I think that you can go by that method. Okay. Getting same answer. And we can do it orally only. I thought for some time, and I'm noticing that we can do orally also. All of you, please, now, is it right or not? Once see. No one is getting.
Sir, 5 MA square by 8 I was getting.
Maybe you are right because I did it orally only, so I cannot be sure. But although I am feeling that you may not be right also, I'll check it once. Anybody, anyone else who is getting same as he is getting? Anyone else who is getting the same as he is getting? You check your mistake by that time if it is there.
Yes, sir.
Is there any mistake?
No mistakes.
Then you may be right also because I did it orally only, so I cannot trust that much myself. But let me check once. Come back to the place where we were. Yesterday I had planned in mind to take something, and today I lost track of all those things. I did not take any one of those. Where are those things written down? Paraboloid, cube, solid cone not done. Cube with cavity done. Cube with cavity done. We are left with the solid cone, and IIT question also I am taking now. That is also done. Here before it. Okay, cube with a cavity, you can do it. I have not taken it, but you can do it now. Cube with a cavity. And this unsymmetric case I have to take. These two again still are pending for tomorrow. The paraboloid case and the unsymmetric case.
Yes,
so
sir.
you can remind me. Okay. You can remind me these two cases if I forget.
Okay, sir.
And let us go to the case which we were doing right now. And you are getting a different answer. I'm getting a different answer. Let me show you my working, how I did. I did it in this way. First of all, I was thinking that, okay, no problem. Let me discuss that. You don't want, then you can go. If you don't want to hear this, then you can go. No problem. I know time is up. This last I wanted to discuss in this way. Let us say we have this is our y-axis here. And we know that 1, 2, 3, 4. How many parts are there in this? 4 equal parts or not?
Yes, sir.
So it means if total mass is m, what is the mass of this fourth portion which I am removing from it? That will be m by 4. That will be m by 4, I think so. So let its mass be m. If its mass is m, then its mass will become m by 3 or not? It means
Yes, sir.
sorry, total is m. Total is okay.
Sir,
Total
got
I am
it,
taking
sir.
as m. And this will become m by 4. Got it now? Same only ma square by 5 ma square by 24 only.
5 ma square by 24 only, sir.
Okay, right then. How I did? Let me finish now. Let me finish my work.
Square by 24.
That only we should get. But how I did? Let me tell you. Because I was able to do it just orally, so you should also know that way. How can we do that way? This is a distance here. Is it a or not? This distance from here to here, it is a. It is a. And if it is a, then I can say the formula is ma square by
6. 4 into ma square by 6 minus.
And let us say each small triangle has mass small m. Then I can say 4m into a square by 6 minus, this is small m mass for this which is removed, minus m into a by 2 square by 6. That is of this portion. What is it coming out to be? It is coming out to be 4 minus 4 by 6 minus 2 by 3 minus 1 by 24, I think. Ma square. M is small. M is of one portion. Just the part which we are removing. That part is m mass. So what we are getting now? We are getting 16 by 24, 15 by 24. 15 by 24 4 ma square that we are getting. And that is equal to
3 by 8.
that is equal to 3 by 8. 5 by
8, sir. 5 by 8.
5 by 8, sir.
5 by 8 ma square. 5 by 8 ma square I'm getting. But I want to convert in terms of capital M. And I know that capital M, the mass of this portion was 3 times the mass of individual. Right? So I can write in that term.
M by 3, sir. 5 m square by 24. I square by 24.
Are you sure?
So M equal to capital M by 3, sir.
Yes. Oh, yes, right.
5 ma square
Right,
by
that only.
24.
That it is. So that is for capital M. And that is for now, I told you before that if this portion moment radius of gyration we are getting, then same will be radius of gyration for all others. So I have found for this portion, but same will be for others. So moment of inertia formula will remain same, 5 ma square by 24.
24.
If m is the mass of the
Yes.
whole. Okay.
Yes, sir.
We can do this way.
Yes.
So now, okay, then I meant
So we will try that question, sir. That
Which
of
question
course
was it?
We will
circles.
try that next.
Circles.
which one?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
this should try. This should do.
Once again,
This
say
will
the
do. It is
questions
it is
about that axis.
You can do one thing. Previous IIT question. Check it there.
Sir, okay, sir.
Today you do previous ID question. Okay, you can do the previous ID question. You can check it there. Okay, then I am ending it
Okay,
now.
sir.
Today no class, no, sir. Sir. Okay, sir. Bye.
Okay, thank you.